The coaches are in. When you need a timely, transparent friend, tune into the coaches are in. Talking career, business, health, and wealth. You got a friend now. Into the coaches are in. With authenticity, come on, let's take a seat and tune in.
Well, hello. We
Hello,
are
hello.
for season 3 of The Coaches Are In, and we are excited to
Can you
be
tell?
with you. Let me tell you, it took us a little bit of time to make this happen. We were supposed to be back in February, but you know, life does what life does.
We make it do what it do.
And we're on at the right time. This is the right timing for the audience. We have what they need right now.
Yes, absolutely. So we are excited to be back with you here for season 3 of The Coaches Are In. And just in case you don't know who we are going to introduce ourselves. I am Dr. Sharita Weatherspoon. I am the creator of The Coaches Are In, and I'm also an operations strategist and alignment coach. And I work with Black women CEOs to build businesses that align with their purpose, bring them joy, and build their
Am I next?
You're next.
Sure. Well, I'm Dr. Malika, and I am the confidence coach, but I really work towards helping you tap into the best you, your best you that is locked on the inside of you. I help you tap into that. So I'm excited to be here.
And I am Allison Garrett. I am your behavioral interventionist, and I work with women who struggle with knowing and understanding what has them stuck, and I help them break free without years of therapy.
Awesome. We are The Coaches Are In. Now, I want to encourage you, if you are watching us live, to go ahead and comment. Hopefully, you're watching on YouTube so we can see your comments, because we can interact with you more on YouTube than we can if you are watching through Facebook. But wherever you're watching, we're happy that you're here. You can hashtag live if you're watching live, hashtag replay if you are watching the replay. So let me tell you what we got for you this episode. We're excited to be kicking off this third season, our first episode, with our special guest, Lauren C. Nelson, who is a personal branding coach. So she'll be joining us a little later in the episode. We'll be talking all things personal branding. And then, of course, we have our viewer question. That is my favorite part of the show. What about you all?
Yes, for sure. You know, we get those questions and we're like, I can help you.
And what I love about it is that when we respond, you know, we talk to our viewers like we're talking to each other, girlfriends sitting on the couch, being real, being honest, genuine, and authentic. Sometimes, you know, that's what we need to move to the next level in our life. Somebody who's going to keep it real with us. All right.
Yes.
Right. All right. So are we ready to get started with the viewer question?
We're ready.
I think so. Let's get into it.
All right, let's get into it. Okay. So I've achieved a lot in my life, but I am still feeling like there is something holding me back from truly enjoying my success. I can't put my finger on what it is. How can I move past this feeling? Allison, I think I would like you to answer that first.
I know. Oh my goodness. Yes, I think I can answer that from personal and professional experience. So first off, I want to say congratulations on all your success. Sometimes we forget that that's still important, even though we're doing great things and having some good things go on in our life. So I would say that the first thing that you would need to consider is, why do you feel like you're stuck, right? And that's really digging a little bit deeper and thinking, is it because you want more? Or is it because you're not sure of what direction to go in? So when we have these feelings of being stuck, it's usually just a place of confusion. So I would encourage you to get to a place of clarity. That usually comes through meditation, journaling, even speaking with someone who is very open with you about the things that you are thinking about, but I'm going to make an assumption based on my experience and say that there's probably just some fear. There's some fear there of the next step. We usually feel stuck when there's fear. So I would just encourage you to dig a little bit deeper, look into what that is and what are you afraid of. If you've already achieved so many successes, which you said you did, this is no different. I think you just probably need a new direction, and maybe there's just a shift or a pivot that you need to make. But you got to be honest with yourself and know what that, what that really is. What are you afraid of, if anything?
Okay, that's good. Malika?
So when you say there's something I've achieved a lot, but there's something holding me back from enjoying it, I'm wondering if that starts here. What do you think about your success? Right? Have you really honed in on doing the things that you're supposed to be doing? Because it seems like you're not sure if you should enjoy it or not. So mindset is where I'm thinking. Sometimes our mindset will keep us from embracing our success. Sometimes we don't think we deserve the success we've accomplished.
Mhm.
So I would really begin to think through and do some inventory. What's keeping me from enjoying this success? Did I go down the wrong path? Is there something I missed? Or is my mindset that did I grow up thinking to myself, you don't deserve success no matter what you do? And if that's the case, then we need to unlearn that thinking and start declaring, I am going to enjoy this success. I've worked hard. I'm going to pray and ask God to show me what's good for me. What are some things I might need to do to change this mindset? And then I'm going to start making some declarations and really declaring positive ways, positive things that are going to turn that thinking around.
Yes.
Okay, so I like both of those, fear and mindset, but I want to throw a different perspective and for consideration. As Black women, oftentimes we are doing a lot, and a lot of what we are doing are the things we think we should be doing. So that list of accomplishments that you have may not even be things that are really that important to you, which is why you're not really enjoying it. It's just, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get that master's degree. I'm supposed to get that
Yes.
doctor's degree.
Mhm.
Doctor's degree. I'm supposed to go do this. I'm supposed to be involved in this. And there's just this long checklist of things that you're going down and you're marking it off and you have the accomplishments and you're getting the accolades, but it's not really what you want to do.
Mhm.
It's what you think you should be doing. So I would say to really take a step back and analyze everything that you've done and determine whether or not your heart was really in it. Because it's not about you being capable or able to do it, because obviously,
You did it.
yeah, you're a bad girl, right? You did it. You can probably do whatever it is that you want to do, but should you be doing it?
Right.
Should you be doing it? Is it where you really want to spend your time? Is your heart in it? Is it meaningful for you? And I'm speaking from experience because there are a lot of things that I've done that I've gotten involved in that, it seemed important and it probably was, it was valuable, it was meaningful, and it was impactful to other people. But when all was said and done, it was kind of like,
Yeah.
is that it? Like I expected some fireworks or something to be going off when it was done, but you're just like, so on to the next thing. And that could be a thing too, where you just don't even settle down enough to let yourself enjoy the success. You feel like you got to keep working and doing and going after something. You can't allow yourself, what we talked about last season, to rest. And that's, resting also in the successes that you've had and acknowledging and appreciating the magnitude of those things. So I think it could be any of those things, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All of the above. D.
Yeah. Yes. So Allison, any other thing? Because I think this like kind of fits under your area of expertise a little bit. Any other thing you would say?
Yeah, I would say that it really, if we talk about the enjoyment piece of it, right? Um, I think we get so busy that we forget what we really want or what makes us, what brings us joy. As caregivers, we give so much, but we don't sit still enough to embrace what is it that we really love doing. And I think you both said it, and it's really just a mindset shift, but some exploration on what do I really love to do? So many people, you know, you become an empty nester, your kids are gone, career shift, any of that. You forgot how to enjoy yourself. You forgot how to enjoy life. You forgot how to enjoy the simple things. So it's almost like you have to ask yourself or look around the room and take inventory. What do I enjoy about my environment? What do I enjoy about my life, my day to day? What are some things that I can do to just sprinkle a little bit more of what I love in that without feeling like it's a burden or a project or a whole change in your life. It's really just little simple things, little by little, to be able to do that.
Yeah, yeah, that's really good. But I think that that whole notion of, you know, Black women just always doing and going,
Mhm.
being
Yes.
awesome things.
Mhm.
When you get used to like operating at a high level, it's hard to stop doing that. And then it becomes hard for you to make space to think about other possibilities of
Mhm.
things you could do or how you could spend your time.
Yeah.
But it's we almost have to learn how to take off the cape. Um, okay, you save the world today. You don't have to save it tomorrow.
Or the next day or the next day.
Ocean what you did today, and then
Right.
tomorrow you take the day off. Let somebody else go save the
Let
world.
somebody else save the world.
I did that. Now, what do I want to do tomorrow or next week? Because maybe I don't want to do that thing again.
Right.
Mhm.
But you also don't have to only do the things that you can control,
Mhm.
Yes.
the things that you're comfortable doing, the things you know you can do, and the things you can control.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's branching out of the comfort zone and stretching yourself and doing some things that maybe you should be doing, but
Mhm.
you got to take some steps, take some risks, calculated ones, but really stretch out of what you know.
Mm.
And sometimes the result of that is fulfilling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's what you want. We live often doing the things that created the success could potentially be the things that everyone else said we were good at, everything that we think we should be doing, or you'd be great at this, or you should do this. So it's really that internal dialogue, like, do I really want to do this? I meet so many women who are in careers and businesses that they're there based on external circumstances, but never took the time to realize, is this really what I want to do? So yeah, you're not going to enjoy that.
Right.
And when you think about, so we're all around like the same age. We're within like 2 years of each other on either side. Um,
Alice is like,
I'm like,
our age are
I'm a young girl.
so blinded. Women our age are like we're kind of in that generation where we've probably been in the same field for all, if not most, of our lives. And it's sort of like you get accustomed to the track that you're on, and you
Mhm.
just continue to follow that path. And if you are moving up while you're following that path, it makes it so much harder to shift away from that because that's all you know and you're comfortable with it, even if you're not really happy with it. And I think
Mhm.
that could be a little bit of what our viewer is experiencing as well. But ultimately, I think she needs to, like I said, take a step back and just reflect and think about it and really
mhm,
figure out what it is. Is it fear? Is it just mindset? Or is it that I don't really care about all the stuff that I've accomplished? The thing I really
Mhm.
care about, I haven't been doing. And
right.
Right.
what do I need to do now to actually do the things that bring me joy and that are meaningful to me and not everybody else?
Right.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
good.
Awesome conversation, ladies.
That's good. That's good.
All right, so we are going to move on, and we're going to get ready to introduce you to our guest, Lauren C. Nelson. Full disclosure, I know Lauren. We work together in another capacity, and she is a powerhouse. I love her spirit and her authenticity. And Sis knows what she's doing when it comes to personal branding. Okay. I'm gonna read her, official intro, and then we're gonna bring her on, and we're gonna jump right in. So Lauren is a personal branding coach who helps hidden experts, professionals, consultants, coaches, and authors build strong personal brands to attract clients, media, speaking gigs, and better roles without being inauthentic. She especially serves highly educated and highly credentialed women. You in the right place.
Okay.
Looking at this. Who lack the self-confidence to become visible, and helps them become highly paid experts in their industry. So we want to bring to the stage Lauren C. Nelson.
Hi, ladies. Hello and empowered greetings. Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome, Lauren.
Welcome.
We're so glad you're here.
Well, I have a question already. We could just jump right in if you're ready.
Okay, and I hope I got an answer, Allison. Give it to me.
I'm sure you do. That's what we do. So you often talk about there's just so much power in showing up. And that could be considered very cliche, or we've heard that before. But talk to me and us and the ladies and the viewers. What does that really mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a really wonderful question. I think that there's different ways that we show up. There's definitely different ways that we show up, oftentimes in the context of, work, especially with my clients. And I mean, I am who I used to serve, right? Used to be a consultant in the corporate world, traveling the world, serving all of these clients. Showing up is about performance. In that sense, we're used to showing up, doing the work, crushing it, dotting our T's and crossing our I's. That's what people are used to thinking when it comes to showing up. But how many of us know that showing up might mean going the extra mile and doing something outside of your comfort zone?
Yeah.
So instead of hanging back in the meeting, you actually stepping up and sharing that idea that you're thinking, that you haven't been saying, and then Bob in accounting or somebody speaks up and gets all the credit, and then you don't get it. You didn't show up in that moment. So there is that showing up that absolutely needs to happen. There is power in that. And the people that I'm called to serve are the folks who are high performers. They're excellent at what they do, but they are not showing up in the critical ways that can take them a lot further in their career, and also helping them to be able to create opportunities, flexibility, generational wealth. There's a lot of power in showing up.
Yeah, we don't want Bob in accounting to get all the credit.
We tired of Bob getting all the credit.
Okay.
So that's a wonderful segue. So Lauren, thanks for being here. Many of our viewers are business owners. So why do you think it's important to build a personal brand beyond your business brand?
Absolutely. Your business brand and who you are as an individual, they should be the same, but they're not the same.
Right.
They're not the same, meaning that who you are and what you stand for, the essence of that should be in your business, but you are not your business name. When you go to the dentist, you want to know who's going to be in your mouth. You're going to want to know, if you're getting a lawyer, who is representing you.
Right.
The persons with their name on the wall, the name of the business. That's one thing. Like, okay, I can trust this business, but can I trust you? What is your character like? What is your integrity like? I don't know about you, but for me, integrity is very important. Before I do business with anybody, I like to look up and see, like, who is this person? What are they about? If I find something strange, I'm not giving you no change.
Hold on. I like that.
Change, I'm not giving you no change, right? Because, if you're out here doing other people wrong, who am I to say that I'm not going to get the same? So you want your business brand and your personal brand to be equally yoked, right? But you have to show who you are. You have to build that like, no, trust factor with people. Because folks might say, okay, great, you have a business, but who are you as a person? And studies show that people are more likely to buy into you, even if your business, is janky, the website ain't working. If you just got one URL to work, the cart, if they like you, they're willing to give you the money. And I want to say one thing to the audience, you all, and I'm going to say it to you ladies too. There's somebody out there that's making $100,000 with no website. They just got a Cash App link and charisma. Okay.
Yes.
And
That part.
real deal. And we're just sitting behind the scenes, just being afraid to show up and to step out there, waiting for everything to be perfect. And that's a whole other story. But you definitely want to make sure that you have that personal brand.
Oh, that's good, right? Something leaping. I'm taking notes. Okay. That's good. Cash App and charisma.
Cash App and charisma. That look, I noted that too. I'm like, I got more than Cash App and charisma. I got to show up.
That's good. So, Lauren, thank you. That was so good. So, what would you tell our viewers are the top 3 things that they can do now to start building their personal brand?
Absolutely. So before, I always say start with what you have. Okay. For those of you, when I say personal branding, there's several things. We want you to show up as an expert in your space, but we also want you to show up authentic, right? One of the main things that my clients tell me that they're afraid of, like, actually putting themselves out there. I don't want to move like something I'm not. We all see or know somebody who's posturing on social media. They're bragging and boasting, and it ain't all that. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that I serve that don't want to be like that. Okay. If that's you, what I want you to do is realize that you don't have to do that. One thing I want you to do is do what I call is an authority audit. Write down all the things that make you you. Write down like your receipts, the stuff that you have done. You've got the degrees, you've got the credentials, the clients that you've worked with, the achievements, all of that stuff. Because a lot of times the first things that stop people from actually building a personal brand is believing that I am someone worthy of having more than a name to myself than just my job title. Okay, so that's the first thing I would do. I would make a list of all the things that make you you. And then secondly, what I would say for you to do is find a platform that you like you authentically like. Some people don't like LinkedIn. If you hate LinkedIn, do not go on LinkedIn. If you like Instagram, go on Instagram. If it's Facebook, TikTok, you find your space and say, that's going to be the platform where I'm going to start sharing myself. And one thing I would recommend for you to do is to start just telling your story. And some prompts that I would give you for just putting yourself there authentically and building your personal brand is, what is a major transformation story that you have gone through? Transformation story, right? Give us a time that you overcame something. Why are you in the career that you're in now? What did you choose this? What do you absolutely love about being in that space? If you can answer those questions with your heart and it's true and authentic, that's what I call equally yoked personal branding, where your street cred and your receipts, all of your education aligns with who you are. You're equally yoked. If you can do that and show up on a platform that you authentically like, congratulations, you're starting to build a personal brand.
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh, that's good right there. That'll preach right there, Lauren.
It makes it sound not so hard, right?
Good. That's good.
That is really good, because I think we can probably all say that we've seen a lot between our careers and especially being in business, where sometimes you see this social media persona or this on stage persona, and then you have interaction with that person outside of that, and it's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's like a totally different person, and you're like, ooh, that's not what I expected based on what I saw you put out there. And it's true that as Black women, we want to be authentic. We want to be real, especially those who are in like your target audience, highly accomplished, highly educated. Those things matter, and we don't want to feel like we have to put on a mask to show up. We want
Yeah.
authentic selves.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's actually something else I would say to that, y'all. You don't have to get on these platforms and dance if you don't like to do that. You don't have to get on here and post thirst traps at the gym. Like I see so many entrepreneurs doing that. And I'm like, why is the camera on your butt while you're master? Like this is content.
Likes, because it gets likes. It gets likes.
Right, and then got the nerve to put like a Bible quote in the caption. I'm just like, it's too much. It's too much. You do not have to show up that way. I promise you. I've had clients with very small audiences doing absolutely none of that, just telling their stories, getting invited to the New York City Journal, getting, speaking engagements, all sorts of things like that. You do not have to show up like that. You don't have to do that.
That is really, really, really good.
Yeah. So don't compare yourself to others on the internet.
Yes. And just so really quickly, and then I'm gonna ask you one other question. But really quickly, this is a loaded question. How much, I'm talking money, how much of a difference can personal branding make for you in your career or in your business?
Wow.
Honestly, over like lifetime value, I would honestly say 6-7 figures or more. It really can take you from being on the back seat, from being the low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit is easily accessible. In the marketplace, people think you're a dime a dozen. But when you build that personal brand, you have a story, you have expertise, you have a unique opinion. I want to tell you all something. This is something I experienced. I used to be in corporate, not knowing how to articulate my value, really fighting to get better projects and all of that stuff. There is guru pricing. There is guru pricing for you. That all of your clients that you serve, all of that stuff, employers, there is guru pricing for you. They always have it in the back. You do not have to settle. Building your personal brand will absolutely take you further.
That's good.
Awesome.
That's good.
Awesome. All right. So, for this question, I want you to give us one word or one phrase. All right. What is one trait or characteristic you think every Black woman needs to move to the next level in their life or business?
Honestly, visibility, hands down.
Visibility.
Now,
I'm going to tell you all that Lauren has a lot more to say about that. But we're going to be wrapping up in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So if you want to know what she has to say about that, I want to encourage you to go to thecoachesrn.com and subscribe, because we will be sending out a recording of what she has to say about visibility to those who are subscribed to our list, along with a special link where you can book a complimentary personal branding consultation call. You're only going to get it if you subscribe, though. So go to thecoachesrn.com, fill out the form, jump on the list, and we'll be sending that out by Wednesday afternoon. So, Lauren, I want to thank you so much for joining us. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Absolutely my pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you.
That
was good.
Don't play with me. Taking notes. Don't play.
I know, right? Get that platform right.
Yes. Watch the recording and get those 3 things to do. Yes. Yes, absolutely. So for those of you who are tuning in, this is our first episode of season 3. We switched things up a little bit this season. So one, we are only going for about 30 minutes for each episode instead of our usual hour. We want to respect your time. Again, we know that you are high achieving and busy. Up late. So we're going from 8 to 8:30-ish every Monday at 8 p.m. for the next 12 weeks. And just to give you a heads up on what we're going to be doing next Monday, Our special guest is going to be Nicola Thompson of Cola Styles Me Fashions, and she's going to be talking with us about fall fashion trends. I am excited to. We all like to shop.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes,
for sure. Be
Yeah.
ready.
Right. What tips is she going to give us? Is going to have me telling my husband, but I have to.
I need this.
Stop.
This is the brand.
Yes, this color is in. I'm sorry.
Yes, we have to be on trend for our personal branding, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so I want you to join us next Monday to tune in to hear what Nicola Thompson is going to share with us. And of course, we'll be doing another viewer question. So if you would like to have your burning question considered to be answered on air live by the Coaches RN, you can submit your question to us by either sending a private message on Facebook or Instagram to the Coaches RN page, or you can fill out the contact form at thecoachesrn.com. Or if you just, want to drop it in the chat, you can do that. We do keep your names confidential, anonymous, so we're not putting you out there. Nobody's going to know that it was you who submitted the question. And it really can be about anything. We talk relationships, whether that's social relationships, romantic relationships, marriage, money mindset, career, health. What else? What am I missing? Business,
trademarks, and how to take your business to the next level.
Yes.
Exactly. So if you want your question answered, just go ahead and submit it and let us know. And I think, ladies, that is going to do it for
it.
So, right?
Oh,
So
man.
this is great. I know it's so fast. It's good.
Yes, it is. So we excited to be back, and we hope that you will join us again next week, same time, same place. Make sure you share. Let your friends know about the Coaches RN so they can join us as well. And we will see you next week at 8 p.m.
The Coaches RN. When you need a timely, transparent friend, tune into the Coaches RN. Talking career, business, health, and wealth. You've got a friend. Tune into the Coaches RN with authenticity. Come on, let's